Konnichiwa and welcome to episode 13. This week we find out how much of the budget we've spent so far, we put the new Dodai in, and we fix a hole in the ceiling. It's the 6th of January, it's 6 degrees Celsius, it's freezing cold in this house, it feels so much colder. We've just come back from a Christmas and New Year break and we're having a first look around the house in the new year and giving ourselves a recap on what we've already done and thinking about what we're going to do over the next month. So here's a bit of a recap for you guys too. We've knocked out the old bathroom, opening up the kitchen. The pink and blue pipes that you can see are the new water pipes which we've had installed, and the wires hanging down are the new electrics. We've started converting the old bedroom into our new bathroom. We've made a completely separate YouTube episode dedicated to that. What you can see down here is the new bathroom foundation. This room will be our bedroom. We've taken out the takonoma and cupboard from the back wall and removed the dead cat which we found under the floor.
This is the toilet room. We've got the pipe ready to go in for the sink, and of course we don't have a toilet anymore because we've ripped that out. We're still using the public toilet down the road. Hopefully we can get the new one in sooner rather than later.
Coming up on my right now is a big piece of hinoki wood which we've bought to put the bathroom sink on. The rest of this wood is going to be used for building internal walls in the house. For example, between the bedroom and the living room and between the living room and the doma. The solid walls will replace the soji screens which were originally here. Right here we've got a big hole in the ceiling where we took down some panels that had water damage. Moving into the corridor, we've tested out some of the new spotlights which we bought second-hand from Yahoo auction, and they're working well. We've taken up the tatami flooring in both of these rooms in preparation for the new oak floor which we've already bought. And then finally, moving down to the entrance hall, we've taken off the ceiling, exposing the roof structure which we're planning on lighting up with some spotlights. We've already bought quite a lot of materials for the renovation, so I'll show you what we've got in the garage and give you an update on how much of the budget we've spent. If you're wondering why I'm doing a voiceover on top of this video, it's because what I originally said wasn't all that interesting. As you can see, the garage is quite full. Along the back wall we've got the interior doors, boxes of lights, then you can see the toilet, the island kitchen with dishwasher, and then moving through we've got rolls of insulation, the doors which we've taken out from the old cupboard, and then over on the right most of that is my stuff from my Tokyo apartment. We haven't had time to go to the tip as often as we need to, so we've been storing the waste material that we've ripped out from the house in the cowshed. The bags are full of broken pieces of fibre wall, the larger pieces are resting on top. In the back right you can see bundles of ceiling tiles. Under the blue sheet is my couch from Tokyo, which we sit on when we have our barbecues in the cowshed. And under this blue sheet we have the oak floor. Continuing down we've got some of Itchy's old car tyres, followed by the metal bathtub which we ripped out from the old bathroom. This pile of wood is from the ceiling frame in the entrance hall, the old bathroom walls, and also from the cupboard in the bedroom. Back here we've got the old toilet which we took out and a very nice pillar which we're hoping to repurpose, possibly as a step in the entrance hall. This is an overview of how much it costs to buy the house, taken from episode 3. We are aware that you have to pay tax when you buy a house in Japan, but we thought our purchase price of 5 million yen included all of those property acquisition taxes. It turns out that this is not the case because we have just received a bill in the post for 60,600 Japanese yen, which works out to be about $550 for land purchase tax. I've updated the total purchase costs to reflect this. So far, we've spent 1.3 million Japanese yen, which is about 12,300 US dollars on our renovation. This includes the island kitchen, bathtub, bathroom sink, wood for the countertop for that sink, the shower, toilet, tiles for the toilet room, 4 interior doors, all of the electric and plumbing work that we've had done so far, quite a lot of cement for the bathroom foundation, the amazing llamas and quite a few tools. We've got an air compressor, air gun, new impact, saws, multi-tools, and let's not forget those 20 hammers that we bought back in October. So overall, I don't think we're doing too bad, but I'm not sure that we'll be able to complete all of the work within our original targeted total budget of 8 million yen. First task of the new year was to install the new Dodai. These posts are made of hinoki, which is Japanese cypress. Hinoki contains a natural insecticide, which is why it's a popular building material. But you can't be too careful, so I'm covering them in bug protector. The correct way to join these pieces of wood to the existing ones would be to carve a traditional wood joint, but we don't have the time or the skills to do that. We used metal L brackets to fasten the Dodai in place, and later realised that much bigger, stronger brackets are actually needed for this job. So we'll have to replace these in the future. Consider this a temporary fix. We packed some small pieces of wood under the Dodai to bring its level up so it would meet the corner pillar and could take some of its weight. Again, we plan to put stronger brackets here before we close up the wall. The wall frames were not long enough to meet the Dodai, so we did a very rough job extending them. We will be putting on extra wall frames when we build out this wall and insulate it. So this extension isn't strictly necessary, but we figured it's better than nothing. Our next task was to fix the hole in the ceiling in the corridor. We'd previously taken out some wood panels which had water damage. The original panels had quite a fiddly, delicate construction method on the join. Ichi had an idea which would be much easier to make and which should give a very similar finished look. The idea was to take a piece of wood and cut a groove into it the same depth as the join on the original panels. The new panels would then be glued onto either side of the groove, thus giving it the same kind of tongue and groove effect. Change that. We managed to find the same type of wood in the local hardware store. We bought one large piece and cut it down into 3 panels. It's a slightly different colour to the original ceiling, but we're planning to paint the whole thing anyway. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, perfect, perfect.
Can you see the turkey, right?
Yeah.
That's wood.
Yeah.
And on the corner, there's a 45 degrees
Yeah,
tipping, right?
yeah.
Could you touch that one?
Touch the 45 degree.
Like I'm gonna put this one.
Yeah.
So don't touch here.
Okay, just
Just-
on
just
top
on
of
the- Triangle tip.
okay, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not going to come all the way through the wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You can.
Oh! Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't touch around here.
I won't.
A little bit can be helped.
No, it's great. It's great. Hey.
Can be helped a little bit.
After we paint it, you're never going to notice.
Yeah, exactly. It's you know, I have a lot of professional. It's fine, right?
Really cheap fix on the ceiling.
Huh?
Very cheap job this.
How cheap is that?
How much is that wood? Like 600 yen per piece? One big piece of wood. Maybe 3,000 yen at the most. Plus all of the fancy new tools that we bought. So maybe go man. If we include the tools. And there we have it, the finished ceiling. Whilst the colour of the new section is different, the joins or the grooves between each panel does look very similar. Once it's all painted, I don't think you'll be able to tell the difference. It felt like a good start to the new year getting 2 repair jobs completed. One on the bottom of the house and one on the top. In the next episode, we put the insulation into the roof and we start the makeover on the front 2 rooms of the house. As always, if you've enjoyed watching, please hit the subscribe button.